Hey, this is a video to kind of go over how to make a wormhole using Pixlr. So what you guys are going to be doing, I'd like you all to be working on this at the same time so that when you get stuck, you can just ask the person beside you. Okay, so over here is we're going to be using Pixlr Editor, the advanced one, because that's more for graphic design. So just click that. And before, what we were doing is we're making an image. We're opening images. You can see them down there. So we're going to go to Create New. So we've got a new one. We're going to call it Brink Wormhole. Well, I am. And we're going to change the size so that it is square. So we're going to go 1080 to make it the same and click Create. Okay, so here it is here. You can see that it is a checkerboard, which means it is transparent. So we're going to, first thing we're going to do is make it black, because of course wormholes are in space. So here is my colors. So I'm going to click this to make it black. Click OK. Just the paint can right over there. And now it's black. So I have my layer. This is my background. So everything else that I do has to be on top of this one. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click a new layer. So a new empty layer. You can notice my layer 2 is above layer 1. So now what I'm going to do is use the paintbrush. So here is the paintbrush, and I need to change my color. And I can use any color you like, and I'm just going to draw. So this is just scribbling, right? I'm going to change my color. Nice sort of red. Maybe I'll add some sort of orangey color. Okay, maybe I'll sharpen it up because it's pretty soft. I can also change the size. Okay, maybe I'll add some green or something. Okay, we're sort of keeping it as a sort of a circle in the middle, like a plate of spaghetti or something. I'll try to get some brighter yellow in it. And maybe go a little bit thicker. There we go. Okay, so that's good. So now what I need to do is go back up here to my main, what do they call this thing here? The arrange, sure. I need to make it about a quarter of the size. So you can see it's about a quarter of the size of our canvas. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a tool called Liquify. And what it's going to do is just swirl it. So over here where the waves are, Liquify. You can see the number of tools have shown up top here. We want to go to swirl. So swirl right. Our size, we want it to be as big as it's going to go because we need the whole thing to fit inside it. So you can see I just have it in. The other numbers are fine for now. And then you just need to click and it starts swirling. Okay. So I'm going to the strength. See if I go higher, it just goes faster. And if I go slower. Right, so that's what strength does. We'll just sort of keep it in the middle. And density is going to refer to how much swirls. Move it up. Okay, so we have sort of swirled the whole thing there. So density is the one we're going to be using later. Okay, go back to that arrange tool. We're going to bring it back up to the full size. And so if you wanted, you could skip to the end stages if you like. I'm going to hide this layer by clicking this little eyeball and add a new layer. I'm going to add a new empty layer. And you'll notice my layer is on top. So this is my back layer, background. Here's my layer. If you look close, it's still a checkerboard. So I'm going to just go back and paint with different things. So I still have that yellow. Get some new colors. Maybe switch to some blue in there. I think I'm not going to put as many things on this one. Maybe that's all I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to go back into Liquify. I'll resize it first. Bring it down to the size that we need for the Liquify. Still at 5, it just fits inside. I'll probably actually go a little bit bigger. So for this one, what I'm going to do is I don't want it to actually spin as much. So I'm going to take, see my density, and I'm sort of moving more the outside and keeping the inside. So I need to turn that a bit more. Maybe drop it. Okay. So now bring it back up to full size again. So now I should have 2 layers. So you of course could do this as many times as you like. We're going to center this again. I get my layer 2. I want to center this one too. So you can see those, just like in a Google slide, they're now both centered. Okay, so I have them both. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'll hide one again. So I'm working on layer 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a blur. So this is where we go into filter. Over here in details, you can see there's a couple of options. You actually have a number of blurs. The one we want is a zoom blur. So this sort of does it already for you. So what you can do is there's a number of different amounts. The X and Y refer to where on this picture it's going to go. So we actually want that to stay in the center. With this you can see how much we want it to zoom blur. So you can play with this a little bit. I'm going to go about there, 34 or something. Then what I might do is on the next layer, I might try a different number. So go back into filter, details, zoom blur. Am I on, what layer am I on? Oh, see, I'm still on layer 2. Layer 3, make sure you're selecting the right layer. Make the same mistakes I do. Go to zoom blur. And so now my amount is only 20. So what I can do is click apply. Let's see what it looks like if I bring them both in. That's not too bad. I think I want to do a little bit more. So I'm going to go back into filter, details, zoom blur. Just sort of, I want this to sort of add the extra fuzzy bits. Let's see what it looks like now. Okay, looks like one of them is bigger than the other one. So we need to fix that. The size of them so they're the same. So what I can also do, if I right click, I can look at my opacity levels. Remember, this is how transparent it is. So I can see, I can adjust how much that is. I think this one's fine, but I might change this one. So right click, turn my opacity down a bit, so just I get the hints. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to get the wormhole part, which is the center. We want this to be a bright white. So we're going to add another layer. So here, another empty layer. Now it is up here on top. So we're going to take this color. It needs to be bright white. Let me just switch these around. Okay, so let's switch white. Okay, so we have bright white. And what we're going to use is the gradient. Here's our gradient over here. Let's click that. So we want to use a linear gradient, so one side to the other side. Actually, we don't. We want a radial gradient, so a circle. Okay, and what we want is white on one side, but we don't want any blue. So we're going to click this little toggle and change our opacity to nothing. So you can see we've gone from white to completely transparent. That's the checkerboard. Good. Click off. So all we have to do, go right into the center and just click out maybe about 1/2 inch. We have a little white dot. You go right back on that white dot, except now go out a bit further, and then a bit further, and then a bit further. And each time, what we're doing is getting that bright white, so we get the wormhole thing. You just sort of keep doing that until the center is bright white. You of course could use any color, just instead of making this white, you go black. Then you are done. So what we can do is merge all these layers down. So you can right click. This here says merge down. So merge, right click, merge down, right click, merge down. We now have one image. And we're just gonna crop around the outside. That's this here. Just to kind of get it so that it looks right. And I'm done. So you can click enter to finish the crop. And I can export. So you can click this button right there to save it out. So this high quality, export it, you would upload it into Classroom. We also did the quick export this way. Quick export as a PNG. Either way, that would work. And that's how we're going to make a wormhole. All right. We'll talk to you guys later.